We'll start the first one. Okay, let's first open the chest. I'm sorry. Let's first open the chest. Okay, let's open that chest. Okay. And I will tell you what's in the chest. $3. No, not even that. Okay, DJ, a last chance we get something. And we don't get anything. Okay. $5. So above expectation. Above expectation, I must say. Okay, let's go to the raffle. First number, let's go. Number one, 316. 316 is 7 even to use free. Fuck this, Michael, I agree. So nothing. We're gonna wait 10 seconds, that's it. Okay, another guy. 251. Jesus. Jesus Tonovoket. This guy was picked yesterday also. So it seems like he's not here. Okay, let's going more. 132. 132 is Intore Adlau. Intore Adlau. Intore Liu. Intore Liu. Nothing. Okay, let's go more. 542. Condrix. Condrix. You're not here, Condrix. Okay, let's go more. 182. Is that Magic Orange, maybe? No, he's not. Hexu. 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 Hexu guy. Let's go. Solegan. Solegan. From tomorrow, program costs. From tomorrow, tomorrow is the last day of the program with the 20% discount. So tomorrow will be the day after tomorrow will be $475. So you are getting $475 now. Okay, 7 is 189. Let's go to see. Shokre. This is Croatian guy, Shokre. Shokre is not here. Let's go then to 8. 40. 2 bro. 2 bro 81. 2 bro. Nothing. Okay. 400, 432. Judith. Judith. Nothing? Okay. 10. 516. F0ZZ. Ainda. Ainda. Are you here? Nothing. Okay, 11. Ciao. Xao. Xayo. Xeo. Alright. Still, he's gonna win. We know that. We're just gonna transfer him the money. That's it. Okay. Again, 12. 389. What the fuck, lol? You for? What the fuck, lol, are you for, man? Are you here? 425. Sick puppy. Sick puppy also won yesterday, but didn't. He wouldn't. He was not in the stream. So puppy, are you here? No, no. Since there is that puppy is not here, I'm again saying 23 will be the last number, like yesterday. 195. 195. Froshev. Froshev. Froshev's definitely not here, I mean. I'm sure of that. Okay, 15. 101. The first man, Bati Goali. Betty Gol. Betty Gol, Batistuta. He was the first man that followed me, and he's not here now. He's not here. Let's go more. 56. PR3D3. P3D3. Yeah, I'm really sad because he's like first follower and he's not here. P3 is not here also. 302. 9 Viator 9. Not here, I think. Not here. Like I said, 23. 66. Lolo Hebik. Lolo Hebik. Nightbot is like pure garbage. Lol Hebik is not here. Wow. So sick. 212. DG. We have like the worst Nightbot, like. Maybe we can get that job to original stealing, not kidding. Maybe he can done that for us. He's like now the part of us. He's like winner of everything. Maybe he can do that job for us. Okay, let's go 20. Imper Jam. Imper Jam. And on 23 it's gonna be original Steely. And we will start to pay original Steely. Okay. 28. 28 is living the life tilt. Living the life tilt. Living the life tilt. Nothing. 22. Pedro HR. Pedro, are you here? Pedro's not here for sure. So the next, I felt that it's like the every raffle we had, but I feel like this number will win. 471. 8 December. 8 December was also yesterday. 8 December was also yesterday. Wow. 8 December was is not here, okay. Blazero. Blazroy. Blaze Roy. Ništa. Nothing. 25. 317. Pentium Mania. Pentium Mania. How can I see how much the people are now here? How many of us is like watching now? Where can I see this? Can you tell me? How many people is watching now? And like we can get, and how can how can we don't have the from 40 people? I mean, players have like three numbers, two numbers, and one numbers. Like maybe 100 players. It should be like till now. Okay, 98. Where is 98? 98 Fairy Tale, and for sure Fairy Tale is not here. Yep, it's probably variants. It just can't be anything else. 867 sur Zoom. Nobody. Okay, let's go more. 434. Evil Saint 13. Oh, wow. Evil Saint. So sick. 29. Okay. 196. Show me the money. Is show me the money here. I can show him the program. Bye, Trashy Dunk. But we are like the winner will be from the people who are here. 274. Cakes. Cakes was on the streams. Cakes was on the streams. Thank you, Trashy Donk. It will be like that all the time. Okay, 31, man. 31. 34. Sparky Actual. Sparky Actual. This guy play Clash Royale probably. I play also Clash Royale. And I'm really good at it. Really, really good. Okay, and I think 424. Arpegu. Arpegu. Nothing Arpegu. Okay. 33. 63. Mid stakes. Mid stakes guy, are you here? Obviously not. 34. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes, man. And if you want, we can like talk about if somebody of you plays Clash Royale. It's a game that I think it's really similar to poker. I really love the game. Nobody. Okay. You play original still, don't tell me. Man, you do everything. Rocks, we are choosing a winner. Nobody's winner. I didn't play Clash of Clans, I just play Clash Royale. It's just so sick game, so good. You need to like be counting elixir and stuff like that. You need to like remember, have strategy. I mean, it's like poker to me. I really like it. Komarats, you're gonna win it today. I just feel like this. So when we play against each other in Super Sport, that I don't have an advantage, we'll have like the same program. So I would really love that you got it. Hello, I Nima. From 22, program will cost 475. So most guys that are on the stream already bought it. So like pro. Okay, we have the new shit. Let me find the new shit. You will luck box at Barcelona maybe. I know you're going there, so you will win there, and then come to our stream and tell me. Say that you won the tournament, EPT in Barca. Okay, just for me to open those. Okay, Internet Explorer. I have Microsoft Edge. I didn't ever use it. Let's use it now. It doesn't seem to work. Okay, let's see like this. Okay. Let's go. Are you already in Barcelona? My mistake. People forgive me because I'm stupid as shit. Now it should be working. Partner, I need to be like I need to have permission or stuff like that. I can't open it. It says I need some type of permission, and that they will send me permission. Can't you do it like the one that you had? I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Okay. Okay, now it's good. Okay, so you didn't want to give me permission. Okay. What is this now? How is this like? What is this, partner? I mean, what is this? Who are the people? Okay, so we need the one that we so we need. Okay, so basically, okay. So these guys. Oh, so you just want that the people who are here gets that. But I don't see Komarats here. Partner Komarats is not here. And he's here. And I so anybody who's not here, please tell me. So we can put it here. I Nima is not here, okay. And we should done that immediately. But I mean it's a lot of fun that way. I think he was here, like he was like I also agree. And it was more fun with the old one. Okay, so it seems like 53 players are here now. Okay, this is it then. We'll take a winner from there, from here. I also like the old method. And now the partners has changed the method that is like really fun. Okay, like this. Murta is here. What about Murta? Add Murta. Dynamo is the, I think, like so good this year. And that Olmo guy is crazy. Okay. The Olmo guy is the best, like the best, the best foreigner ever. Okay, the winner is 50, and Komarat is 51. Look at this walk of life. Walk of life. Are you here? Reroll, man. I'm rerolling. Okay, reroll. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You snooze, you lose. Okay. The winner is 21. It's Voodoo. It's Voodoo. Are you here? Come on. Let's better bring back the old way. I told you, partner, we should go like the old way. And when we are like fun and anticipating it. So sick. Let's go again. And one new rule. If we don't get it till 4, we are changing to old way. Okay? 36. Panda Poker. Panda, are you here? And Panda is not here again. One more, partner, and we are changing the old way. Okay? Okay, let's go. Go, go, go. 22. Leandre. He pasted the list. There's not anybody who is here. Leandre, are you here? Maybe he just doesn't want. Maybe he wants that Komarac and Ainima wins the package. Okay, stay connected. Okay, 5. Okay, 51. Komarac. Congratulations, Komarac. I'm really glad you won it. I will give you the. I would give you contact of my partner. He will set you up with everything, and you can ask me for everything you wanted to know. And also, if you have like any idea about any stats you wanted, you also contact me or my partner, and we'll get it done. So basically, whatever you want, we can add it into the package. And you have heads up HUD also, and HUD for stars and for every other. So that's it. Yep. Now you're gonna crash the game like you've been doing. So now it'll be even better. But you need to find some new sites because now you for where you play now there is no HUD. So he's also an online player. Okay, guys. Let's go through hands. Uh, we will announce like other raffles. Whoever will be here with us will have opportunity to get it for free. So yes, like if you're from Zagreb, it's always plus CV. If you were from Slavonia, then we would do another raffle. So tell me, guys, you wanted to go to hands. Are we gonna go to hands or not? Okay. Okay, raffle is over. Okay, we were near EV, and our red line is like it should be like it's on all our sides. So the sample is coming. Uh, let's see the hands we've losing. Okay, and we can go to peer to see some of them. Okay, let's go. Okay, first let's show the whole graph. We were down 1K now, and we are EV 200. Okay, the graph is like this. This is the graph now. Okay, are you satisfied now? I don't know. I mean, we had like 9 buy-ins losing sessions. Second sessions was graph is too big. Okay, we had 9 buy-in lose sessions, so 9 and something buy-ins. Okay, is that enough? And we can go to hands. We are okay. We are um 12K hands now. Yep. I shouldn't. I just should have listened to Komarets from the first day that he told me what I need to do. I had like that sick nine by ins losing sessions, and I was blindly playing, and I could at least know who is reg immediately, who is like fish immediately, who is like recre immediately. So look at this nightbot. He's like this nightbot is like cocky, like I was. Like he's telling us does not exist. Like he's like cocky. I mean, not kid. You just need to fire the nightbot. He's like getting annoying. Okay, guys, that's it. We can go to hands. We will get back. No, no. Nightbot is from Slovenia, I would say. Okay, let's go. Okay. Okay, I was wrong. This guy had like 80 big blinds. I was wrong. This guy had 80. I thought that he has like 70, 60, 70. He has 84 big blinds. I think hmm, I think there's nothing else that we can do except to call here. Uh, he's betting big. He's probably betting here like when we call and this fish calls, he's like probably betting ace jack also. Ace jack suited plus ace queen for sure, and also like kings and ace king. So we need to call here. I think the best play. Okay. I think the best play here is to call. Yep, the best thing is to call. And also I feel like if guy has like sixes there, he can call the flop. But when this guy bets, he would shove the sixes here. Yep, I can show you that hand. We can go through that hand into Pia if you want. Okay, but I'm looking now. When this guy just calls, I mean, I think we are in front. I'm just thinking about do we want to shove here or we really like want to call here? So shoving here, comrades, with this. But because like for example, if he has like 7, 8, 8, 9 type of hand, flush draw like I don't know. Do we want to shove or just call? I think also like maybe the best. I think it's probably the best to shove here because he maybe not bluff the river, and if he has combo draw, he can call now. Okay, we're gonna close it immediately. I think that the best play is to shove now when I'm looking because if he has like a pair and plus draw and combo draw, he's gonna call and he will like not bluff the river. We should shove here. We should shove here for sure because he'll call combo draws and pair plus draw, and I messed up the hand, but on the river I fucked up spot, but against him because he will probably shove six sixes on the turn here. Okay, tell me how to do it. Like this. Show here or show like this. Okay. Okay, like this. Okay, show no cards. Okay. Now we're not resulted oriented. Okay. Uh, I don't think we can fold on here. Like ace queen is. I don't think we can fold it. And he's like having only jack 10 that he can call is probably only jack 10 of clubs. So it's only one combo. If we assume that he's gonna shove six sixes, which I think that he would. Like, don't allow us to get the odds to call with the flush draw. So uh, I think we are losing only from Jack 10 suited. Jack 10 of clubs. Okay, let's go. I think I messed up this hand. We'll go to Pia to see it. I know. But if we shove the turn like we should, yep, he's calling 60% of range. Okay, let's go here into the PO. I want to see it. Uh, I'm sure that on the river we don't want to bluff this because we want that he has like hand like ace of hearts, and if we are having it he can have it. So if we want to bluff ace queen, which I think is okay, we should bluff hand like ace queen of clubs. Okay, we are c-betting here, and we are c-betting with the bigger size, of course, because we are deep and we won't use 1/3, which this board prefers. This guy called. On the turn we are double barreling. Of course we are betting ace king here. We are pot controlling some king queen, but I would generally bet ace king, king queen plus here. I think that he has ace king here. You see that they're like calling 100 big blinds deep ace king. This guy is probably calling ace king for sure. He has ace king here. For sure. 100% sure that he has ace king. We're betting really big, and I would like bet ace king, king queen plus here. And check some king queens, but generally I would bet like king queen here, but mostly like half of the king queens and ace king always. I would always bet jacks here. I would always bet king jack here. Always bet eights, and I would check kings here. And on the river here, I think, and aces, of course, I would always bet aces. So on the river, we are shoving ace king plus. Uh, we are shoving ace king plus here, and let's think of our bluffs. Probably the queen 10 is also good, like queen 10 of clubs. But I don't think that ace queen is the bluff here, and we're gonna go to Pia to see it. And I wanna see his calling range in Pia. What he needs to call except king queen here. Okay, let's see. We're gonna put the standard ranges because and add a little bit more because we are deep. And this guy, let's see. Yep, we're gonna put the deeper stats because we are deep and he'll probably call like something like this. Okay, this is our range. His range, the board is king, jack, and eight of hearts. The pot is king, eight, and jack of spade. Pot is 23. We have behind 176, 30, 23. Okay, guys, you are here. You have a point. I just used the normal 100 BB range. Maybe we can add like this. Like put the ace kings there, and half of the ace kings suited. And can we like do it like this? Like this. Okay, I didn't put it. My mistake. Is this okay? I think it's okay. We are deep. He's going to defend like king 6 for sure. I would defend it. I would defend king 4. Okay. We are 180 big blinds deep, and this guy seems to open 56%, and he's like, I don't know, not folding it. Let's use like this, but I mean, okay, let's like do it like this. I mean, I call that white Kumar. It's the normal big blind, normal 3-bet small blind versus button. So this is the button versus he he like was forbidding cutoff with 5-7 suited. Man, no, it wasn't the reason. The reason was I run bad and didn't mark the players and didn't do anything. But I mean, in my usual games where I play, I defend like small blind versus button like 25, 24.6. Okay, so we put like this. I think this is for sure defending. So, okay, 23 and 176. 100. Why is not working here? Wow, what the fuck is this? Okay, seems like this. And we were 60, like 85 and 100. He probably needs to use bigger size here, and like this, add all in here, add all in here. This is 100, this is 3x, this is 3x, this is 3x, this is 3x, 3x, 3x. Okay, add all in, add all in. I wanted to know what you think, guys. You should defend on the river. I mean, king queen is the always call, but I would think for like 15 seconds we got instant called. But what else you think it's a good call here on the river? King queen is like always a call. I feel like ace jack is a really good call. I think like king queen ace jack are the really good calls, and like hmm, except like king jack and stuff like that. King queen, king 8 suited, uh, king 7 suited. I think king 10 is bad and king 9 is like bad. Ace jack is really good, and you don't want to have a queen. So jack queen is not good. So I think like our defending on the river should be like king queen, king 7 suited, king 8, ace jack. I think we need to defend those one. We're gonna see what the PS says, but I would defend like that. So king queen always, ace jack, king 7 suited, king 8 suited, jack 8. Jack 8 suited is like in the tough spot, but I would defend jack 8 suited also. So I think that would mine defense range look like. So we're gonna see what the Pia does, and I think that ace queen is not a bluff with those blockers ever, but we're gonna see it. We're betting ace queen of hearts mostly, ace queen mostly, ace jack sometimes, ace 10 always. We're checking jacks, we're checking some of the kings. Okay, so it's all obvious. All these low aces are also okay. 8-10 is the also okay. So standard. He's calling. He's like raising. But I think that here we shouldn't have raising range because okay, we're gonna see like the range I thought that I would like defend, and then we can do it the tight range. But again, I think that ace queen isn't the barrel here, and I wouldn't have like a raising range here. So, and I think that he wouldn't have raising range. So okay, because it's hard to balance. Like you need to, it's all like really heavy, and you need to have like turn jack into bluff and to bluff sometimes with 7-9. So I don't think we need to have the raising range here. Let's go to the turn. Turn was two of hearts. Ace queen is a bet. We are betting all like ace queen offs. We are betting sometimes ace jack. Sets pretty standard. He's calling here always. He's shoving jack 8 here, which I think is okay also. But again, he doesn't have any bluff if he's doing that, so he's probably not go he's, he's probably not doing it. Okay, call, and the river is two of diamonds. And Pia is never betting ace queen, like I said. And we are betting here without the hearts, ace queen without the hearts. So a without ace of queen of hearts, like I told you. So this was mistake by me, and I immediately knew that. Okay, but let's look what he needs to defend here. He's always defending king queen. He's always defending king. He's always defending king 7. He's calling with king 10 and king 9. And he's calling with ace jack. He's folding always queen jack. He's folding queens here, which I think it's obvious because our bluffs are ace queen. And I want to know with jack 8 he's calling it some of the time. And that's it. We will do it with the ace 10, but I think ace 10 is a clear call. Okay, so pretty obvious. We were like close. I knew that I can't ever bluff this one, but I just wanted to do it, and I shouldn't do it, and I knew that. But it's hard. It's hard when you are deep to give up. Okay, let's see what happened here. Okay, this hand I remember. Pretty tight rag was doing like this. Pretty stupid move here. I mean, it always smells like when someone is really tight and playing like straightforwardly, and suddenly after they like lost the pot doing something like this. In my experience, they're like always bluffing here. We are of course calling every time, and when he like shoves here, we are like, I called immediately. He had ace 10 of hearts here. We're gonna we're gonna give it the reads here, so we're gonna mark this that he done that, and he done that after we called him there and overplayed him really good. So okay, I want to see this hand also. I think we have a good call here with this hand, but I feel like we can fold the flop here. But I floated, and on the turn we are not going anywhere. And then on the river, I think we're suddenly having a good bluff catcher. Yep, on the river I don't see myself folding because he's like betting Jack 10, shoving Jack 10 plus for value, and he has like the problem is I should folded the pre-flop because we don't know that player, but I we were like check raising. We were, we were being check raised a lot, and every time like I floated, they were check folding the turn or betting the turn and then folding the river. Or like when I slow played, they were like betting the river and folding to shoves. So I guess I had a feeling that they are check raising a lot, and I floated like this, with which I shouldn't done that. It's float with kings, with king or queen with the spades. But on the river, I mean, if he's like having hand like 9-10 or 8-10 that can like check raise 9-10 of hearts or 9-10 of anything, 9-10 with something with spades or 8-10 or stuff like that, I think. And when he's shoving the river, he's polarizing himself, and he can see like ace. With if he's having like 10, he's like having a good bluff here. And I decided to call, and he had like king jack here. I think on the river is it's okay to call, but on the flop we should fold the flop because we don't have a reads, and I was like doing I was just floating there with the hand I shouldn't, so it's a mistake. But on the turn we're not folding, and on the river our hand suddenly becomes a good call, I would say. Ace queen here. Okay. Ace queen, ace queen. Okay, I think this is the classic. We four betted here and got called by the fish. This guy is a fish. We marked him as a fish. We are betting the four bet pot, and he raised it. I click call and going all in on the turn. There's nothing we can do here, so we are losing from basically nines here, always. And I guess the fish would rip the ace king in and should probably three bet ace king with a bigger size, so I don't think we can do anything there. Okay. If you're having questions or something else that you think differently, tell me. We can talk about it. So I just telling you how I felt and what I felt. I misplayed this hand, I must admit. Like here, for example, this guy is check raising us. We have a clear call here. Uh, I don't know if he's like check raising here like king queen like he should. But if we see that he's not falling to see, but we can like assume that he's probably bluffing here also a lot. So we called here and he checked turn. So I think it's a clear spot that we want to bet small here. So I should bet here like 1/3 because his range when he like checks here, we want to bet for protection, we want to bet for value, and we want to bet small because he's like to give him opportunity that he do something stupid or to. And when he like is calling here, I think we will have like profitable bluff on river with this hand, and I didn't done that. I check behind, which I think is really bad. And on the river, he's checking, and we are now, of course, betting, and we are wrapping like jacks here, mainly jacks here, or like some weak queen, like queen jack type of the hand. I would like bet king queen, so I'm wrapping queen jack and jacks here. That's the only hands I would bet here. I wouldn't bet nines, so I would bet jacks here with that size and small queens. And I think with that size we should go even lower with like 1/3. And guy called. Okay, he had a bluff the flop, which I think it's okay. But we if we bet the turn he would fold it and we would doubt him opportunity to do something stupid. So bad play by me. I should bet the turn for sure here. And I didn't. So another mistake. Okay, queen 10 here. I was really close to calling this, I remember, but I decided to fold. Okay. No, I decided to call, and I remember Because now when like he's like what is he betting now? He's like betting king x for value probably, and like bluffs. We are calling, and on the river he's like wrapping now the he's now suddenly wrapping a king x, and I think he's a fish, but what kind of king? He can probably have like more kings that if he's a fish than normal player, but I decided to call here, and he had like kings here. I marked him as a fish in the game, so he's wrapping a king x here, and we are like really far. We have like many weaker hands than this, and I guess it's nice to have like king queen blocker because king queen is like floating probably, and he's like wrapping the sudden king x. He's not really betting ace 10 here. He's like wrapping king x plus. So I think queen 10 will have like eights, nines that are much lower in the range. I also was surprised, but I mean I can fold here. That's the problem. I can fold because we will have weaker hands. Like I will isolate him with sixes, sevens, eights, nines. If I'm folding those one, I'm not folding 10x here. So I don't know. You think this hand was weird? Look at this hand. Look at this hand and tell me. So we tried the middle position. He called. We were like c betting here because he's folding a lot. So he was calling. The turn was queen, not the greatest card, and I don't think that we have fold equity. But the guy who's folding 60% suddenly calls. If he's calling queen 10, king queen, which is he's probably calling now, he has pair plus draw. He's not folding that. He's not folding king jack or jack 10, so we basically never gonna get him to fold anything there. And on the river we got the magic card, and he's checking, and I'm not deciding if I want to shove here or like bet normal, and I bet normal, and he just calls, and we lost the hand. I was just telling how is possible we could ever lost this when he's calling out. I mean, what is he afraid of now? I don't know. Sick. I don't know what to say. Betting here, calling here. This guy calls a lot, it seems. So he called deuce, queen deuce. So he's probably like having 40%, like king nine off type of hands. King nine, queen nine, and jack nine off in his range probably. We are double barreling here, which I don't know if it's the greatest play. I think it's okay. I think it's okay because his range is wider, and he check raises, and suddenly he's wrapping 8-10 here, and he probably has. I see that he's like calling really a lot, so he's probably having like 8-10 off in his range also, and that would be like 45% of the range. Three betting or calling, and maybe that's too wide, but we don't know that. If he's like with these stats, he shouldn't have 8-10 off in his range, and if he doesn't have 18 off, 8-10 off, what I'm talking about, if he's not having 8-10 off, then I don't think he's check raising here like hand like 7-9 suited and like jack 7 suited. So he's check raising sevens and 8-10 probably. And we are of course calling here, and the river is a queen, which is really bad river here, because if he's like calling and floating wide because he's not folding at all and c-bets, he can have bluffs on the turn like the backdoor clubs here. So really bad, really bad. And he has toned down here. So like I feel like he's really betting a straight here. and we don't have to do nothing here. It would be really nice, for example, if the river was 4. I think we could win the pot there if the river was 4 and he bets like this. I think I would shove this because there is no way that he's calling 8-10 there. And there is no way that he's not check raising 4s and 9s on this type of the board. So really bad river and we couldn't do anything. I would summarize it as that. Okay. Betting, opening got 3-bet here. We don't know this guy very well, but he seems to 3-bet a lot. Double barreling a lot. So, okay. Betting, we are calling always. Betting the turn, we are calling always. And the river is, and he's shoving. His range is like wide, I think, pre-flop. And I was thinking about a bit, and I thought ace jack is really bad call. Like I was wanting to call, but ace jack is a real bad call. I would call ace 4. I think ace 4 is a really good call here. And of course every king x and ace queen. But like ace 4 is really good. Ace 5 is really good, like ace 5 of hearts. But I think that this is a fold. So I folded. Okay. No, it's not ever fold. It's not fold on the turn also. His range is really wide and he's double barreling a lot. So I would probably say that he's 3-betting like 70%. I'm 3-betting 18.6% here. Small blind versus button, and I would say that these guys were really active and he's probably, I mean, it's 354 hands and he's like 3-betting really a lot. So he's 3-betting also small blind against early position wide. So he's like having everything here. He's having like um, he's betting 1/3 here with basically all hands, and on the turn he can get like equity with like 6, 7, 7, 8 type of hands, ace deuce, ace 3 suited. He can have like a 9, 10 always barreling, 10 jack, having hand like he's double barreling really a lot. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's like betting three. So he's like c-betting every flop and he's continuing 3 out of 3 times. So here he'll like barrel every. It's never a fold on the flop, and on the turn it's never a fold. So on the river we are folding and that's it. But never a fold on the flop and the turn. And I guess there is like on the queen. I think if the river is a queen, I think we can turn this into bluff. On ace we are calling it off. It would be interesting at the jack, because if the jack hits, like his bluffs like 6, 7 and 7, 8 should bluff every time, but I don't know if he knows that. But if the jack hits, it's really good for his perceived bluff range, and if the jack hits, he should bluff 6, 7, 7, 8 every time here. And also he should bluff like ace 2 and ace 3 every time, but I don't know if he's knowing that. So okay. We've done that. I've showed the graph. Just go to the rewatch, and after we start hands, I show the graph for the challenge so far. We made 20, 12k hands till now. Go and see the graph. It's before we started the hands review. Okay. Okay, betting here, calling, it's a fish, we're betting, he's calling, it's on the river, we're betting, he's calling. Okay, nothing we can do here. Ace jack here, uh, ace jack here. We got we 3-bet, guy called, and we will make notes here. We were betting 1/3, he called, on the turn we can bet, we can check. Maybe maybe it's better to bet small in the, like, half of the pot. And he bet, and of course I'm never folding here ace jack, ever. It's too high in our check behind range, so I don't know if we can ever fold it. And it's obviously much better than kings with the king of spades, jacks with the jacks of spades, and that type of the hand. So ace jack is pretty far up in our check behind range, so we can fold the river. We can never fold the river. 7-8 here. I felt also here that it's a good spot to triple barrel. In game, because I felt this guy is like floaty, and his calling range is a bit stronger. And like, we're not blocking ace jack, ace queen, queen jack, jack 9 type of hands. Turn is a 5, and I really felt that this is like a really good triple barrel without equity, because uh, he's calling here ace jack, ace queen every time. He's calling queen jack, jack 9 type of hands. He's calling flush draws with the hearts here, and we don't block anything of those. And if we want triple barrel bluff, we want to have like this. I mean, if we want no equity one. And when the ace hits, it's probably the one of the worst cards, because he's going to check behind ace king, ace jack, and ace queen every time. And I decided to let it go. So really, and he's like also wrapping now ace x. So if we want to have a bluff, it's really good to bet the turn and bet the river here if the river is blank. And I really liked it. It's much better than like I don't know. It's much better than like ace 4 of diamonds, or, and Pio will bluff those ones. So I would say this is successful. Okay. Let's go back. I agree what you're saying. I really agree what you're saying, but I feel like also this is really good bluff. 7, 8 clubs or spades, then better spades. Then better spades. Yep, really good thinking. Pietrek. I think that this is like his 100% profitable barrel, because what can he do like with the ace deuce, ace 3, ace 4, ace 7, ace 8, ace 9 of hearts? What can he do with the ace queen here when we bet the turn and bet the river if the river is blank? I mean, 6-7 would be better, of course. I agree. 6-7 would be better. So 6-7 and 7-8, I think it's okay. Okay. We are against the fish here. Check raise, and I wouldn't 3-bet the flop against the fish. It's reasonable against the regular. But I think queens doesn't need so much protection, but like, And when he's like betting here small, I think we are often winning. And I bet here for value. And I got the shove done. And I'm positively sure that he's not shoving 7x. Or maybe is he? I mean, he's a fish, he can do it. I don't know. But we can call here. And I think the bet is really good. King Jack here. Okay. A standard play. And lol, he has ace king. So they are like, if you're 120 big blinds deep, ace king is not a stack off anymore. Okay. This guy is also a fish. Calling. Calling. Maybe raising here for value. I think we need to just call here. We don't have to do anything. Okay, and we lost. Ace king. I think standard, standard, standard. Really, I think we should bet here like small. I think we should bet like 26 here. Because this guy will have like probably jack stands a lot here. And hand like ace queen suited. And we block those one. And this guy can have anything. I don't think so because we are afraid of sinks here. And his range is like 10s, jacks, 9s type of hands. Mostly 9s, 10s or jacks here. And this guy can have like pretty much anything here. And if we're like betting small, I think he would like probably fold the 10s and jacks here. Because we are betting the all-in of this guy, and I don't think that he's expecting us to do it. I folded now here, but I felt that he would fold it hands like 10s and jacks here. And he had 10s there. And this guy can have anything. And there's not okay. I agree with the slow plays, but that's why I'm like, the problem is when if he's like checking, and this guy is betting, we are in the tough spot. So I've never like admit myself to be in that spot. So if I have like jacks here, I would bet the jacks, and I would bet like every king queen x, like ace queen or king queen, and I would bet like maybe I can check some aces, but that's it. I don't like it, and I think we should bet because this guy can have anything, and most of these guys regular, tight regular, and he's having like nines, tens, and jacks here, and the ace queen suited type of hands, and that's it. And we are and we are. What do you think? What do I think about shoving pre-flop here? Uh, I don't like it, but I guess it's okay. But but I guess it's okay. But we are looking like ace king then. But also this guy won't call with nines probably. I like the shove because he's only having $43, and he's probably he's probably we are out of position against two opponents. I think it's good because now when I just get into my head, this guy like has 50 big blinds and his range is like everything, and this guy is like three betting. I don't know what percent, but ace king here. If he has like 100 BBs, I think it's even better. But then we need to have like some strong hands. I shoved. I think yesterday I shoved. No, I shoved today. I shoved today. Yes, I shot today like kings in this spot. If you remember, I shot guy was three betting in the middle position, and I had kings on the big blind, and I was just shoving kings. So I think it's okay. Ace queen here. I remember this hand, and I didn't play it good. But generally, we want to bet here, not the ace queen of diamonds. And I felt that this turn, if we bet the turn, we need to bet the river for sure. Because he'll have like, when he's calling, he'll have like, if he's a fish, he'll have like 5x type of hands, like ace 5, like 5 6, like 5 8 suited type of hands. He'll have like 6 7, he'll have like sixes, he'll have like deuces, he'll have like pocket trees, and none of that hand is falling the turn, and then we need to turn the ace queen into bluff with a guy we don't know anything. Can you show the ranges of the colors of the HUD? The HUD is I agree. I agree. If we're betting the turn, we need to shove the river, and especially now when I mean it's pretty obvious that he has only one pair, and that pair is like top 7x. He's having just top 7x here. He just doesn't have anything else stronger than that, and he had trees here, I think. Against a regular, it would be a lot easier, but against a fish, I probably think that if I'm betting here the turn, I need to bet the river. And against the fish, I would bet something with equity, like flush draws, like 6x, like 8x, and I would shove the river against the fish. Like if I had like any equity, I would bet the turn and river against the fish. Against the regular, I think that we should bet the standard bluffs: ace queen with the spades, queen jack as a non-equity bluff probably, queen jack with the spades, and we could shove that on the river, and that's it. And also like every equity. Okay, let's go more. Again, ace jack here. And this was the great spot, growth spot. Look at this. Not Keddy, you need to give me that Donk River shoves update. Look at this. It's never a bluff, I know that. But we have like ace jack here. And if we call, he would show king, he would show queen 7 of clubs. But again, we were faced like a dead shitty spot. So I need that. Let's go, but doesn't have any hands. We don't know. I folded. Okay. Murta, you're telling me, I don't know that we are low in our range. I mean, we are not high. We are not high. I mean, we have like many better hands. We have sets, two pairs. I think Ace Jack is probably fold. I think that even Pia would fold it. Okay. I don't think I could ever fold to one third. We need to defend 75% of the check back turn range, and our check back turn range has kings, queens, jacks, tens, and I think that queens are like much worse than jacks. So we could never like fold it. He has ace queen. Really nice value bet. He took the most that he could. Okay. 7-8. How can I never bluff? How come I didn't bluff here? Betting one third, he called. King is okay. I think that we're gonna. I also hate those sports operator. I really hate those spots. And we're gonna add the update. Update will be Donk River update, and it will be useful. We're gonna add hand range and everything, and on the stars we're gonna add strength. So we will see what he's doing when he's donking the river. I think we're gonna mainly want to check behind a lot, but if we want to bet, it's okay because then we can bluff on because if we are not bluffing this, when the spade comes, we don't have bluffs that are non-spades. So okay, I did bluff here, and I don't like it. I should bet the turn and bet the river. Much more convenient than this one because we called like this, like really. So really bad play by me, and I immediately tell that we should bet the turn and bet the river, and then he would say, okay, he doesn't have any bluff now, when the fourth spade is here, and if I'm checking this, then he would be for sure in right. If we're double barreling, we're not having a bluff, but by this way we are having a bluff with the non spades by betting this, so I should bet this, and I didn't. Okay, okay. This hand is interesting, and this hand people were asking me to run it into the PO. Uh, I made mistake here, a big one. We check raised here, which is standard. We'll go to PO, and he's three betting a flop. Okay. Uh, let's let's think about the range here. Uh, Usually he should three bet the flop here with, of course, his value hands. Not the aces, so blocking the ace it's not so much good because aces should call every time. He can do it with jacks, queens, and kings. Even kings don't need such protection, so he can do it like with jacks and queens. And he shouldn't do it with the tens, and he's probably not doing it with the tens. So, and he can like he's on the button, he can have like 7-9 and like I don't know jack 9 type of hand, and we call here, and the turn was king and he shout here, and this looks like a bluff to me because he's not showing kings, he's not showing, we are blocking aces and he shouldn't be doing with the aces, he's not doing it with the jacks, with the queens on this turn, so he's like wrapping here set or two pair, and okay, let's see. It was button versus big blind. Okay. Three betting fun. This is my range. Okay. And go through this. Three. Okay. This is the clear call on the river. Clear call on the turn, I think. When you think about the hands. I don't think that he would do it like with the 10. We're also blocking the 10, so I just don't do it. I just don't think he's doing it with 10s. 3, 8 of clubs, and 10 of diamonds. 10 of diamonds. Okay, 450. We're gonna put it like 5. Like 5. 5. 98. 98. He's betting 40. We're check raising 3 and something else. 3.5, I think. 3.5. 3 and 7. 3 and 7. Betting that we are checking the turn and he's shoving the turn. Okay, hand was going like this. Okay. And he was doing it 2x's, 2 and 3x. Big mistake again. Big my mistake. I think it's a clear call on the turn. One of the best hand we'll have. We can like erase those one because it's on the turn. Really bad. I mean, I played that not good. 3.7x. Okay. I made mistake. Easy call on the turn. I don't know why I folded. I I was just going through the HUD and I saw that he's like tight and he didn't ever do it. So bad. I think we made mistake, a big mistake. Can you tell me now until we get the hand? What do you think we should call? What do you think our range looks like here? Okay, we'll have like some 7-9 type of hands that are calling that are just calling this like Jack 9, probably Jack Queen 10, King 10, and Ace 10. And if we are calling only Ace 10, I mean, I just see now that we made big mistake, big mistake. Ace 10 is the best we'll have except King 10. So I put it this so wrong. Sorry, guys. Okay, I made also mistake here because I put it the 66 and he was betting 40. And we'll enter this one like this. So mistake by me. I would have call range here if I was here with the 8s. And I'm 3-betting 8s pre-flop, so we don't need to talk about it. I would call even with the 3s here. Because he's like wrapping polarized range and I would call here. And then I could call with 7-9, Jack 9, and that's it. I wouldn't shove anything, not caddy. I would just have call range because When I check raise here, I don't have 8s and 10s, and he has them. And I need to acknowledge that his range is stronger. And when he's like repping really polar, I need to call here. So I wouldn't shove 3s, I wouldn't shove, and I don't have 8s and 10s, so I wouldn't shove 3s, I wouldn't shove 8 10. Even 8 10 has the most sense to be shoved. I agree, Murta. I think the best thing, because we have so much hands that one is to call 7 9, Jack 9, all that one is to call. We'll have probably even hand like Queen 9 with the backdoor flush draws here that can be called by this size. So, no, we need to check raise the flop. We don't know that, Eddie. We just don't know that. We'll see now what will happen. Ace 10 is a check raise. Uh, A10 is a check raise. Queen 9 is a sometimes check raise. And the problem is that he opened 2x before preflop. I think he opened 2x. And then our calling range is a lot wider. This is for the 3x open, so we need to run it again. Let's see just for now. We need to enter like king 7, queen 7, jack 7, 7 10, and 7 9 because I have them in my range. He opened only 2x. Okay, but if he's opening like 3x, let's see what would hand be played. We bet 7. He would raise like this. Let's see how much he needs to raise here. Like I told you, he will raise like jack, but he's like raising 10s here, and he's not raising 8s. So I just don't understand like why it's better to raise 10s than 3-bet the flop with 10s, not with 8s. Because if we are check raising the top pair, it's much better to 3-bet it with the 8s, so the he can continue with the 10x. I don't know why P is doing it. But like I told you, aces are always a call, kings are sometimes a call, and probably jacks and queens are that one that wanted to 3-bet this. When he 3-bet here, we are always calling here. We are doing with sometimes with 8 10 and with 3 3, which I don't like it because we don't need to have bluffs, and he's bluffing with the pair here sometimes. And it's so hard to be balanced, so it's better like just to have call range, I think, because you will need to you're always really heavy, and you need to have like turning pair into bluff, and I don't like it. So for me, much better strategy is to have just a call range. And if we are just calling here, turn is king of, and he's we're checking, he's betting, and we're folding s10. Why is this? Why is he? Why is P such a folding s10? I just don't understand. I just don't understand how can he fold those this much. He's not betting queens and jacks like we told, and he's not bluffing with ace high. So why is the okay? He's bluffing with the ace 3. That's why P is folding s10. He's folding. We are folding ace 10 sometimes, and because he should 3-bet the flop as a bluff with ace 3. That's the reason why P is folding it. And he's always calling with queen 10. And look at this. I mean, we are folding that just because of this ace 3 hand. And we are calling like pair plus draw. Okay, we're gonna do it with the full ranges because I didn't include my range to be wide enough against 2x. So we're gonna do it like this, and this like my range look like here. Now you're gonna see what will happen. For sure it will be different than now. Okay, 2.2x. Is he like maybe betting 2? We're check raising 3.8, 3.8, and he's betting 2.4, I would say. Yep, I think there is, and I would play ace-3 like that. I would play ace-3 like that in his shoes, because with ace-3 you're blocking his uh, with ace-3 you're blocking his pocket trees, and he doesn't have, I don't have in the range 8s and 10s, so ace-3 is a really good 3-bet flop. And I think he played it good if he has like ace-3 there. I don't know. That's the problem. I just don't know. I was going through, I was like blindly going through him and trying to see this. Okay, PO is working, so we can do it. But I will show you the pop-up on the river. I was going through PO and to see if he has bluffs. And look at this, he's out of position. Okay, he's in position. He seems like, well, he seems like a really tight guy. His aggression is 30. I don't know. I wanted to call. That's the reason I wanted to call, and I was afraid when I saw his stats on the river. I feel like he's like a nitty player, and he's doing something weird. So I don't know. I feel like I wanted to call more than I wanted to fold a lot, and I don't know what should I done. But when I'm thinking, I see the logic that P is using. Ace 10 is not such a good call because we are blocking ace 3 then, and he's calling it rarely. Okay, he's betting a lot. We're check raising ace 10 always. I don't know, partner. I don't know. We check raising jack 10 more than queen 10, which is like okay because jack can hit open enders. And look at this, we're check raising 7-9, jack 9, and when we raise, when he's like click backing here, we are mainly defending, and we have like that, but I don't like this, like 8-10, like turning 3 into bluff that Pio is doing. I don't like it because we are rarely bluffing here. We are rarely bluffing here if we are doing this, because I mean we are changing the just 3x into bluff basically. Okay, and Pia is like deciding, okay, I'm gonna back raise here with Jack 7, and it's hard for me to play that, so I'm gonna play a call strategy. Okay, and on the turn we get the king of clubs. We check, and the guy shoves, and suddenly it stands a call most of the time, just because the range is wider. Yep, I should have called it because I just didn't in game. I didn't even realize how my range is really wide because he was like double xing. He was like 2xing the button, and I have all of these hands, and ace 10 is really high there. So if the range is wider, we can fold. I don't know, partner, but it's obvious that we made mistake. I mean, it's obvious we made mistakes. So So our best call is with ace of clubs, ace of spade, ten of hearts, ace of spade. Not losing much. It's not every ace X. It's ace with the ace of clubs and ten of clubs, ace of hearts. It's winning. And Dar is losing slightly. It's just slightly losing. I felt like I should call there, just because how wide range, how our range is wide. But probably if we do this, suddenly everything will be changed here. When he's raising, I'm gonna put them like this, and I'm gonna tell Pia that I'm not doing what I should be doing, and I will not raise a10 here. I will not raise jack 7. I will not raise jack 3, 3 8. I will not back raise 3 3. I will not back raise whatever he's doing. Okay, 6 9 also, 7 9. Okay, local hands. Let's see now. I think that now what will happen, suddenly we are folding ace 10 with our strategy that we are playing, because suddenly we have some stronger hands, and we are folding ace 10. Let's see. But I think I think Pio will fold now ace 10 majority of the time. I don't know. I just feel like that it was bluffy move. I don't know. Why would you want to shove the turn? I don't know. I just felt that it was bluffy move. But Pio will fold ace 10 with the strategy that we are playing. Pio will fold it majority of the time, because my strategy doesn't include to like this. So he's like now suddenly betting a lot more. We are check raising ace 10 a lot more. He's like, against us he should play like this. If he wants to max exploit us, he should play like this. If he knows our strategy, he should play like this. Okay, then pure, but I mean, now everything changed. Now pure will call for sure, but uh, the problem is this is our strategy, but he won't play against us max exploit strategy like Pio is. So it's hard to see. We will need to put our strategy like we did here, and Pio should answer the same that that guy would answer. So like it was before, not with the max exploit. With the max exploit, we are calling ace 10 always. So we are calling here. He's raising here, and we are calling every time ace 10. Yeah, here, and we check, and he bet. And P now calls majority of time because nothing has changed here, and this guy is playing. When we check raise, he's playing a strategy that is most exploited strategy against us. And now we can see what would Pia do if this guy played like he played before we didn't decide to get after his 3 bet to shove. So I think we can do anything like to know here, because now I need to change the node lock here to that he's not raising this, that he's calling some the hands that he is, and showing some of the hands that he is. And then would be again, we would have like max exploit strategy, and that wouldn't be good. But so the best thing to do is to go through that example at the first time, where he's like folding ace 10 majority of the time. So I think it would be because this is like nobody will play like this. I mean, he should, when we check raise, he should back raise us with 10 3x with the majority of bluffs, and people won't do it. So it's like stupid to look what would happen now, because nobody will play like this. He won't three bet us with the 10x here, with every pair and stuff like that. So I think I will conclude here. The I feel like you said, that it's losing call, and Pia is only defending not to overfold, and I folded, but I felt I should call. So that's it for the losing hands. You saw the winning hands. There is no point to going through them. Uh, and that's it. We're gonna see you tomorrow, and thank you for being with me again. I hope we'll get tomorrow something on MTT. So bye.